In Conquest, your goal is to take command points and kill enemies. The more command points you take, the more points your team gets over time, and the more people you kill, the more points you earn. When your team or the enemy team's points reach their max, the game is over. You get 100 personal points for taking a command point, and depending on the settings of the map, you will get the option to play as the map's designated hero once per battle. It's fun, but some maps have some frustrating bottleneck points that are a real pain to get out of, and an inevitable game over if the enemy team knows what they're doing or your team doesn't have a clue. Fortunately, Team Deathmatch doesn't suffer from the poor map design. You can still get your butt kicked by an organized team, but at least you don't have to try and fight your way out of Slaughter Street in Minas Tirith. All you do is kill, kill, and kill. Kill enough of your enemies and you win. And like Conquest, you'll get to play as a hero as well depending on the map settings. Capture the ring is pretty much like capture the flag. Grab the ring and slam dunk it into the enemy's base and net yourself 100 points. The only difference is that the person who has the ring is slowed and cannot sprint or hide. However, any friendlies around you will get a slow health regeneration, making this a game where teamwork is a must. Heroes are playable as well. Hero Team Deathmatch. This was one of the most loved features of Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'm glad that Pandemic decided to put in this game. Unfortunately, what works so well for Battlefront 2 doesn't work so well for this. The maps are shrunk further, and you're pretty much restricted to staying on ground level at all times. And heroes are pretty much clones of the 4 basic classes with a few liberties thrown in, like Gimli having the scout's bomb toss and Gandalf's lightning being able to chain fully at the beginning. And mage heroes like Saruman, the Mouth of Sauron, and especially Gandalf will still knock the hell out of anyone who gets close to them. Once you accept that, you realize that you're just playing a team deathmatch in a smaller room. So, if you're sick of the rooms the EA servers are offering you, you can make your own private room. But it's just like the split-screen multiplayer, so you can only have 2-on-2 or 1-on-3 matches with your friends. Some people don't like the random map generation of the EA servers. I know I don't. Don't want to play with heroes, don't want a 1,000-point conquest, don't want a time limit, etc, etc. But they don't have that liberty. It's a take it or leave it with the game's online play, and that's just mean. Well, I think that about covers it for me. Lord of the Rings Conquest is a gimmicky game that fails to meet the Battlefront legacy and just comes off as a half-assed attempt to fuse Dynasty Warriors 6 and Star Wars Battlefront 2 together. Okay, the graphics are decent, the maps are very vibrant and beautiful, if not designed for the wrong reasons, and the music is right out of the films and wonderful. But in my opinion, it's still the worst game to ever be released by Pandemic, and one more egg on the face for EA games worthy of a 5 out of 10. If you're a fan of the Star Wars Battlefront series, this game is not worth your hard-earned cash or the time you would waste on it. If you really feel you must play it, borrow it from a friend if possible, or rent it if you have no other choice. It had a lot of potential to be an above-average game, but decided to just give up halfway. I think Pandemic knew this game was bad. Why do I think that? That's why.